And I said in the last video I'm preparing something for Halloween. I'm still doing that. This is just recorded, and hi, I don't have an intro, and I guess welcome to Designing Dolls. That's a work in title process. This is a series where I take dolls that I think are interesting, but either don't have good enough designs, or generally forgotten about, or I just want to draw and I can't draw anything on model to save my life, so I alter them so they fit. And today we're talking about one that, unfortunately for me, recently just got a big interest in, as today's dolls are the Star Darlings. So that's why the video is so fucking long. For some fucking reason, Disney took it down not that long ago. And you might be wondering, how did I get B-roll if the animations got taken down? And that's because the lovely Adora Starling on Tumblr posted in an archive and basically reached out as like, if anyone has any of the videos downloaded, please send them to me so we can keep an archive. And these dolls were my thing for like 2 months in 2016, and then they disappeared. Then Archie came along, and I don't even know how I managed to get one of them. They were so cool, and I saw it to Power 12, and I didn't realize at the time that that was spoiling stuff. Now I have Sage's Journey to Wish World, so I at least get the basic idea. And like with Lemily, I actually really like the designs of these. Most of them. They just all look so vibrant and unique, which is what you want for a series like this. You know, like how Pinky Cooper tried to say all the girls are unique and they all have their own interests, meanwhile they all wear the same leopard print dress. You know, you can tell that these girls have different personalities, different backgrounds, not only because of, you know, their style, whatever, but also this is like very diverse, and this is already getting to 3 minutes with the intro, Jesus. Let's start.
Oh, I've read that Wish World has something called cheese.
I started to start with Casey because, interestingly, in the book, she's described as... Oh, I read this wrong.
Whoa, I guess I do need to pay more attention.
The thing I read was Casey was all naggly arms and legs, so I was like, oh, that'd be such a cute visual to do for her character design. And then, I read, no, they're describing her as short and small. Oh well. She's almost as tall as Piper. I don't know. I kind of like her being taller. It's fine. If you don't know, the premise of the series is basically I design these characters how I like them. Hopefully you guys like it. I don't know. I like her tall, but I do feel a bit embarrassed that I read that wrong. But I wanted to really emphasize with this design. This is another thing I don't like, because you could probably tell I've swapped her Wisher outfit and her Brawl outfit. She's supposed to be the white Starling, but if you look at her canon design, it is so pink. It's like pale pink. No, her favorite color is white. So I tried emphasizing more of the white. You also see that I did make all the Starlings when they're Starling forms. That's what they're called, not Wisher forms. I made them white, like blinding white. Which is like, I made them the color of their main palette. I don't know, I still really like the visual of her being the tallest of the first years, because, it's cute for her to be gangly and stuff. I also just like the visual of a taller Casey cowering over Sage. That's just cute. Yeah, I think Casey's one of my favorite. I always really like her design. Like, you gotta have the star, like the star glasses. Iconic. My brain just went blank. My dad just started screaming. She's a lot more sarcastic in the book than she is in the series. Like, it's still very much like these two are so gonna date by second year. Feeling like she is the animation, but Sage like skims through her student manual. He sits down, leans back, and confidently says, "So tell me everything about yourself." Casey rolls her eyes, and then two dresses come in, and then Sage doesn't know what the hell they're for. She's like, "That's for the student first year gala." And Sage was like, "Oh, I haven't heard about that. Was it in the student manual?" It was in the student manual. Oh. And I love that. It's so cute. Of course, the girls get dressed, and then she calls her beautiful. And, like, they have a gala scene, which is when the Star Darlings actually meet, unlike when they do in the cartoon. And, she keeps describing Sage describes all the girls beautiful and gorgeous, and then a little later in the book, she describes an Earthling boy as cute. And it's like, honey, oh, you have some realization to do. I wish for you to realize soon. I guess because I'm talking more about Sage now, I should go back to Kate. But it's kind of hard, because I've only read the first book so far, mostly to do with I don't have the second or third. I think I jumped straight to whoever the fourth one is. If you hear me, like, trying to look away from my microphone, they're, like, on the... I don't know why I'm pointing, but they're on the opposite side of me. I'll just cut that out randomly. God, I'm already on 10 minutes. I feel like this is gonna be a 3-parter. This is just gonna be a 3-part episode, so you don't have to fucking hear me talk. Have fun putting this all down. One thing you might notice I'm doing is I wanted to include these zodiac symbols a bit more prominently in their designs, which means even more prominently than they fucking really had. They didn't have any of them. The only thing that gave clues that they were based on the 12 zodiacs, or 13, as you'll see eventually, is their names. That's it. So I felt dumb until I read it on the Star Darling wiki, so for Casey I kept putting in the Cancer symbol round things on her new cardigan because I feel like she would be the one to wear a cardigan. I gave a lot of them jackets. I think I just like jackets. I gave her little star scrunchies and gave her just cute stuff. I did swap her Wishwold and Starling outfit, like I said, because her Starling outfit is like the dumbest, in my opinion. It just looks weird. Yeah. Oh, shout out to the person I bought my Guide to Wishworld book from for not taking out the pull-out poster. It's currently in my vault poorly. It keeps falling. I had to re-secure it. I guess I should move to Sage because I can't think of anything else. I didn't go by order of the books. I should have, but I just went with what order I felt like drawing them in, which was kind of roommate order. So Sage, despite how she looks to Casey, she is Normalite, and I just wanted to make her more stout, because you know me, if I have a taller character, I'm gonna make the other one stout. I wanted to keep her dress because I feel like it's so iconic, but at the same time, you'll see that I did change her tiara thing, which I thought was her wish pendant, apparently it's not, to Sagittarius's. Yeah, Sagittarius. I always confuse her and Scarlet, because Scarlet's Scorpio, because of her lobster brains, but Sagittarius symbols. I did keep her dress the same though, because it's iconic. You'll see some of them I did switch, like the Wisher stuff and Wish World stuff and what their canonical designs are. No. I also did something that I didn't do with the other girls with her, which is she's described as having a gold wish pendant, which is her necklace. But in the official artwork, it's always the magenta-y purple, which I didn't use for her, but the magenta-y purple. I think I swapped her and Clover's colors, that's fine. But I changed it to be more gold, and then I flipped it on her Wishworld disguise because it felt right to do. I mean, it probably would stand out a bit more if it was the gold one, but I also, as you saw, I didn't copy, like, I just copied and pasted the designs to the other one, so, me. I love my Sage design, it's so cute. She's described as, like, eyes full of wonder, but also, like, a natural leader. So, trying to find a balance between the two of those feelings was interesting, to say the least. But I think I did well with her eyes. I was getting a lot of them piercings. I weirdly didn't have them. I guess it was to save budget. But Sage is a bit more goofy in the book than she is in the series. But, like, not in any awkward type of way, which is the way they try to frame her in the series, but she's, like... she's more confident. Like Jared said, it makes her a good pairing for, Casey, because you have the sarcastic, quiet girl, and then you have the one who's like, tell me everything about you! You can't hear the finger guns I'm doing. Oh, I haven't gotten to the point where anyone's gone to Wishworld yet, but they started taking their classes, and there is a teacher who did jazz hands in front of a crowd of students who don't know anything about jazz. It's like, wow, weird. And apparently they don't eat chocolate either. Wouldn't that be one of the obvious things if, like, they come from, like, birthday cakes? Oh. She also has two brothers and grandma. I helped her from being a bastard lesbian. First thing she said to Casey was like, damn, you have a lot of books. Her grandma's like, what are you talking about, girl? I posted it to Tumblr as soon as I read it. Oh, it's so cute. They're so cute. I find it funny how much more hippie, or traditionally hippie, Sage's outfit is compared to, like, Piper. She's got the baggy clothes, she's got the braids that go down to her butt. And she is such a hippie. It doesn't help. Actually, the star necklace I gave her kind of looks like a rosemary. Oh. I thought I was rambling. Apparently I'm not rambling enough. I'm already 15 minutes in this editing part. If you get tired of my voice at any point, I don't mind if you mute me and put on, like, set it off or something. Something exciting. Yeah, Sage is more fun than I was expecting, cause, I guess because I've been reading through her eyes, she's kind of seemed a bit boring too, but I really like her design, it's cute. I don't know. I think I've rambled enough of them. Let's go to the next one. And this is Libby, a indirect inspiration for Dribbles, actually. Didn't remember any of her personality, but it's funny how the books describe her and how she is in the series. She's described as being, like, ultra generous and, like the nice rich girl trope was a bit out of water, which isn't a common trope, but I love it. Libby's, like, in the series, she is almost going full Pinkie Pie, but without any of the other personality traits that Pinkie Pie has. Like, there's a thing where, the girls are like, wow, you care about the environment. She's like, no, I don't. I just like it because this would be a good place to party. It's like, in the books, she's still excitable, don't get me wrong, but like, I definitely wanted to emphasize her preppiness, because, I mean, it's there, but like, you know, she's totally a prep, which, it's funny when the prep isn't the one getting on the emo's nerves. She has a top hat in the books. She wears a big hot pink top hat during the gala. And she goes up to Sage and she's like, isn't this exciting? And then she links arms as they go into the big auditorium. It's adorable. Oh, this one is probably the most easiest one to emphasize because it's white. I forgot to say this, but another thing I'm using to emphasize their symbols is natural zodiacs are in their eyes. And, I'm probably not gonna draw that in every time I draw the girls, but I'm drawing it here because yay. Details. I have, you know what they should have done? They should have done a scene where all the girls get to talk to each other. Lady Stella, like, brings them all into the room. Like, they're all wearing their gala costumes still. We only get, like, brief descriptors of the girls. And then we go to have a full school day with Sage. I'd rather just have a scene of the girls, like, there for a little bit, getting to know each other. There's, like, kind of a scene that's kind of like Katana has my back energy. Stella tell everyone that Tessa and Gemma are sisters, because everyone's shocked at Tessa trying to shut Gemma up by covering her mouth. Oh, think about, Libby's, Wish World outfit. She's the only one to have her wish bloom on her, because I didn't realize that was a motif that was a thing reoccurring in all the designs until, I got to Clover, and it confused me. And then I just realized I was in too late, so I didn't do anything with it. I don't know if her necklace is, like, obvious. It kind of looks more like a choker collar piece, I guess. I just wanted to make it look separate than, Sage's, because they both share the same pendant, and it was like, you couldn't really think of another accessory. You had to use two of the same. But, yeah. She kind of has a retro vibe, but I think that just adds on to her preppiness. She would totally wear uniforms if they were offered, but the school doesn't, so she just makes a fake one. next we get to Gemma, and Gemma's gonna look weird to me in the recording, but I edited her a little bit later and she's fine. I didn't even know what her wish pendant were. They weren't obvious. I guess just one of the girls have earrings, so you can have it. But I had to think of a skin tone that would have looked good. I say skin tone as if she had no one already selected, but I had to pick a skin tone where it would look good with both orange and green. So I went with this warm brownish shade. I gave her twin tails like she has in the book. It kind of looks like it, like the side, like the ponytail she sports in canon media. Also canon media if the books aren't canon, but there are differences. So it's like the diaries. But I gave her that because I thought it'd be cute, similar to Gemini, and then I just changed her star earrings to Gemini earrings just to emphasize more. She's also one of the ones that I changed her wish world look the most. Because she, I feel like Gemma's outfit doesn't fit. She needs to have an outfit where you can feel like she can do cartwheels. Like as the book describes her, she's a saucy little saucy little starling. They describe her like that. I don't know why they described her like that. So I decided to give her something that's saucy. I also realized that it didn't finish everything. It's fine. You can tell that these were drawn when I was stressing out and I just wanted something to chill my mind, hence why I recorded, because I was gonna make this video anyways. There might be actually 4 parts to this, and the 4th part is just me redrawing the first, like that big group shot of them putting in their gala costumes. Yeah. I also did something with her that I didn't do with the other ones, because you know how like their colorful hair stays for a strand everywhere but a strand? Yeah. Yeah. I decided to also like highlight a lot of her color in orange. I don't know, it's adorable, I like it. I also later in the post realized that I made her head too big, so I shrank it and I gave her thicker eyebrows, but other than that, I feel like she's has a really cute face, and it's really weird that audio cut off there. What the hell happened? I recorded more about it. I forgot what I said, so this is all now improv. I also recorded the last one, Vivica. She's not on screen yet, so I'm not gonna talk about her, but yeah, I made Gemma's head way too big, and now I fixed it, it's fine. I gave her thicker brows. It did, however, make Tessa's face so hard to draw, because you want to make it draw similar. Like, Gemma was super easy to do, because you want it, I guess, because now, my Casey's now the tall one, she's the short stacks. She's the, Mundo? Is that her name? From Gemma Lemmy, exploding girl. She's that of the group. Even though she's not really explosive in personality. Vivica was like a last minute change. Because I thought I was just gonna draw all the Star Darlings, so all 13 of them, including the one we'll see at the third part. But I didn't, because I kept reading Vivica's wiki and it kept on like signifying how fucked up the situation this girl really has gotten herself into. I'm sorry, does that say 31 minutes? Oh no, I gotta cut this video now. One thing that I did change about her character design is she obviously wasn't based on any of the Zodiacs because I'm bored of it. No, all 13 had been taken by the Star Darlings, so instead I based her on Ursa Major due to her need to feel like she's something instead of just nothing. And I also say it's to her beastly and barely attitude. You get my drift? Oh, that's bad. But you can. It also works because the sign for Ursa Major, if it's not a bear, because I was considering just doing more like bear stuff, I was like, that's pushing too far. So the simple symbol for it is actually like something that kind of looks like a Big Dipper, and isn't the Big Dipper. So she's basically also a Star Dipper, but just in a different fashion. Vivica basically went from your stereotypical mean girl to don't come to school way quicker than I thought. And it is like just reading the summary on the Star Island wiki, it just feels like this feels like Butch the Bully, but in space. It doesn't even feel like she's a strong character at all when they're trying to force. The Star Islands are good, but they also leave her on Earth. And then they just be dicks for her for the rest of the stories. Oh, I don't know. I feel like they could have done something with, because Vivica is canonically made from Babush that somehow got granted. And I feel like they could have done something with the yin and the yang, or something like that. Anyways, I reflected that in the design by giving her desaturated palish colors, which thankfully, as she was already pretty light blue, I just based it off that and then gave her deep dark goth stuff. She looks kind of like stereotypical edgy girl, but I don't make her too gothic because then it would give bad look to Scarlet, but just desaturate her colors and make the only thing light about her is her pale blue eyes, and I think she looks pretty cool. She might be one of my favorite designs from the bunch. Scarlet's obviously the second fave. My screen just went out. Yeah, and that's enough to finish. I was gonna do something at the end, but it's 31 minutes. I don't know.